Hello, and welcome to this first section on pie charts. Here, we'll follow the structure you're already familiar with. First, we'll begin with a short introduction and follow up with getting to know the dataset. Afterward, we'll have separate lectures in different software and programming languages depending on your needs. All right, before we start talking about pie charts, we must address something very important, which is you should avoid using pie charts. That's correct. Pie charts are considered some of the worst choices for data visualization, and that's a consensus among experts in data visualization, including Edward Tufte, who once wrote, "Pie chart users deserve the same suspicion and skepticism as those who mix up its, there. Edward Tufte, if you're wondering who he is, basically wrote the definitive book on data visualization, and is also credited with inventing the spark line. Okay, but why are pie charts so bad exactly? And why are we having a whole section on them? Let's start with the first question. There's one main problem with making a pie chart. It's that the human eye is just not great with determining the size of non-rectangular shaped objects. Let's see for ourselves. This pie chart shows ad sales by different manufacturers for used cars. It is not hard to understand what is being shown. That's why there is a common misconception that pie charts are useful. What is confusing and often impossible for people is to visually compare the different slices and order them from largest to smallest. If we look at the same information, this time in the form of a bar chart, the picture's much clearer. The difference between each category is suddenly much more pronounced, as it should be. After all, a visualization is supposed to help, not hinder our understanding of the data. Alas, many people haven't gotten that memo. It turns out that pie charts are among the most widely used charts. Non-data viz people generally love them. So if you're working as a BI or data analyst or any data visualization related profession, I've got some bad news. It's a safe bet that you'd be asked to make a pie chart at some point in your career, possibly more than once. Although pie charts are usually not the best way to show data, being able to conjure up a good pie chart is a must if you're working in the field. But bear in mind that if you are not explicitly asked to create a pie chart, you should avoid using one. Simply use a bar chart instead. It will always work. With that out of the way, we can discuss when it's appropriate to use a pie chart as a visualization. Pie charts are a way to represent data as parts of a circle, and are best suited for displaying data which sums up to 100%. A good example of that would be a Parliament party breakdown. We have a total number of seats, and each party holds a proportion of these seats during a mandate. Such political illustrations are inevitably a part of life, and something we have all seen on TV. However, in this section, we will explore a less political issue. Instead, we rely on information about used cars and their engine fuel types, which we'll display using a pie chart. Our data set consists of 2 columns and 4 rows. We have car sales for 4 different fuel types: diesel, gas, petrol, and other. Since the data is quite simplistic, let's not waste any more time and jump into visualizing it in the form of a pie chart. Sounds exciting, no? So let's roll. See you in the next lecture, and thanks for watching.